Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a state of the market video. Today is Friday, September 3rd, 2021. Before we get started, this video is for educational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Also, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that, and it helps me out a whole bunch. So thank you very much. I always do try to provide the best content for everybody out there. All right, so it is Friday morning before the market opens. It's about 9 a.m. I'm going away this weekend, so I wanted to go and get this out. So unless something crazy happens today, everything I say here should remain to be true. SPX, amazing run, right? Bull market. Everything is doing absolutely fine here. Every time that we get a little extended, we get a recheck back. A little bit extended, recheck back. So we're getting to that little extended piece. So a 2 or 3 day next week, maybe it's a low volume pullback. Would not surprise me. Actually, kind of would be welcome. Maybe it could just move sideways too, right? We have actually a couple of tight days, last 3 or 4 days. So, I don't know what's going to happen today or next week, but we're going to get that extended. So I think the uptrend is definitely intact. I think on the much shorter time frames, then maybe some pullback could be in store, for a couple of days or something like that, just to check back into the moving averages. All right, looking at the RSP, equal weight SPX. Again, it's doing great. Breadth is expanding. Really good to see that in the uptrend. Again, getting kind of that extended look to it though. So I would not be surprised if we get a little bit of a check back. Keep things honest, let the moving averages catch up, and then continue higher. Again, just on a shorter term, scenario. Again, if you have a little bit longer return, if you're not day trading or even short-term swing trading, I think that that would be normal and actually kind of welcome, right? Because if in the end, these checkbacks help keep this bull market going higher. Looking at the Qs, again, doing great, starting to get that extended look like everything else. Yesterday, it kind of had a little bit of a down day, not much, kind of flat, really. But really the last 3 days has been kind of flat, and this could just go sideways, right? And let the moving averages catch up. It doesn't have to check back. It could, just kind of mark time. Equal weight Qs, same thing. Doing great. Nothing really, in my opinion, anything to worry about. I think that this is just a really healthy, strong market, making higher highs and higher lows along the way. Again, don't be surprised if it does check back somewhere in there, maybe $86 or so. That'd be a kind of a normal place, and continuing the higher highs and higher lows. All right, IWM. Yeah, we saw some nice movement in IWM this week, which was welcome, but still in a range, right? So don't get too excited yet. Now, if it gets up to the top of this area and breaks out of the range, that may be a completely different story. So that's what I'm watching for. IWM is, getting to the top of the range right there. Just looking at the mid caps real fast. Now, this is the, a better chart if you think about it, because mid caps are starting to break out already. I don't always present the mid caps on this video, but I do kind of watch them because I do like that genre of stocks. And we're starting to get that little bit of a breakout. So again, I'm not saying it's going to shoot to the moon, but now if mid caps are breaking out and we have nice uptrends in SPX and Qs, chances are the small caps are going to be following. Looking at small cap growth, looks just like the IWM. Again, would love to see it come up here, maybe chill out, maybe a small pullback, and then a breakout. I think IWO breaking out and IWM breaking out would be definitely the bullish scenarios, obviously. Next up is going to be Xlf Financials. It's got this kind of inverse head and shoulder type pattern. Everything is looking good in this one. just come back, retesting. If it rolls over, that'd be a negative, but it's not doing that right now. This is not any kind of double top or anything like that. If it broke it below 37.19, then maybe we could talk about, double top and maybe coming back testing the bottom again. But as of right now, to me, I see this as just a normal consolidation, inverse head and shoulder, basing pattern, whatever you want to call it. Some people may still look at this side and say it's some kind of cup and handle, whatever. It's a basing pattern. And it looks like it's a normal retest as of this point. SMH, probably maybe the most important subsector. And, we had the basing, right? And we've seen this type of basing, in a lot of stocks. I mean, IWM looks like this right now, right? Up to maybe this point right here. And it kind of meandered, right? Broke out, retested, and now it's trying to move higher. I think that, again, higher highs and higher lows along the way. That's very bullish for the market overall. Nothing bearish about that at this moment. Looking at lumber, right? Lumber breaking out to new highs. That again is the bullish scenario, moving higher. I think that the market, is showing signs of that it wants to follow it higher also. Not all-time highs, obviously, but yeah, putting on the right side of this base. Again, lumber as an indicator, I think is a positive. Moving higher is a positive for the market. Bond ratios. Let's just clean these charts up just a little bit. And what do we have here? I mean, so I was worried back here that it was going to, this 1.52 area. That was where my line in the sand, right? Where we're going to get way more bearish. It tested the area and it rolled over. And so it looks like it's continuing on a downward trajectory. And again, it doesn't have to, go down. It just has to move sideways from here, right? Who cares? Let it chop around. As long as we're under this area, it's fine. I think bond ratios so that there's no systemic risk in the market right now. We're not seeing, any kind of major moves. So I think that's a positive again for the market. Looking at the VIX, 16.2, absolutely fine. The VIXN, which is the Q's VIX, again, very low. Everything is fine. Looks good. Put call ratio. Yeah, I mean, so it kind of goes with what I've been talking about. Things are getting a little overheated, right? It's getting to that point where, one more day and you're going to close in this area and it's going to be kind of, the frothy range, right? Doesn't mean that the market's going to crash. It means that it just needs a little bit of a shakeout, pull out, maybe 2 or 3 days of indecisive choppiness. But yeah, we're right there on a closing basis for the put call ratio. One more up. I think today's a good day in the market. I think good chance that this closes in that my overbought area. And maybe a little shakeout next week is coming. We'll see. Value line geometric index. Again, looking at the breadth, it looks like it's trying to break higher. Again, super positive for the market. If everything, breadth is moving higher, looks great. Nothing that concerns me with this chart. Very positive. MMFI. Again, breadth just continues to improve, right? This is percent of stocks above the 50-day moving average. Breadth continues to improve. It's moving higher. It's going that right direction, higher highs and higher lows. Just excellent, right? Looks perfect. Doesn't mean it's going straight up, but it is moving in the right direction and back into more of a healthy area. Gold, continues to be a dog. No reason to be involved in gold. And as an indicator, there's no rush to safety or anything like that. Maybe next year, maybe this finishes out, it's, this basing pattern, maybe not, who knows? It's just something I've always kept an eye on. That's GLD. And of course, let's look at the Bitcoin. If I find it, I always go through all of them. Here we go. Here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues higher. And I think Bitcoin as an indicator is a risk on indicator in general, and it's breaking out of this basing area right here. It looks like it wants to move higher and probably hit this, get up to, anywhere from 57 to 65-ish or so. But again, moving higher, bullish for the market, bullish scenario. It's interesting is, you know, Ethereum went ahead and broke out a few days ago from its range, and Bitcoin is just doing it now. So maybe, the flippening is happening slowly but surely. And we'll see what happens when Ether gets up here. But again, Ethereum moving higher, Bitcoin moving higher, Solana, I have a chart of that in here somewhere. There's Matic trying to move higher. Where's Solana? Yeah, there's Solana moving higher. I'm saying that this one's been a beast. Crypto moving higher, especially Bitcoin, definitely a positive for the market. All right. So overall, everything looks good. Things are maybe just a little bit extended. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. If you have a shorter time frame, consider taking maybe some profits. If you have a medium to longer term time frame, I think everything is looking great out there right now. That could change at any moment, but for now, I think it's a bull market, right? Again, y'all, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Hope everyone's having a great weekend and enjoying the long weekend. Markets are closed on Monday, so just FYI on that one. And y'all take care.